said, a lot of people forgot about me. You have to build yourself up again. And for me, I wanted to prove myself again. Kevin, we all agree he's done just that.
He sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. So the Nets starting 5. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. And for Philadelphia, they've got Howard. He's out there with Harris. Joel Embiid out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 2.
The Nets had to be so judicious and so smart with every move they made because they did not have top draft selections. So you have to use cap space to acquire picks. They had to find sleepers in the draft. They had to find players who were probably undervalued and then develop those players. This is an organization that used every tool at their disposal.
Here's Irving. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
Pass to Harris. The shot comes out, and Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And Doris, the Nets showed they could manufacture a rebuild.
Kevin, what the Nets did was not easy. But to me, it shows you exactly how critical quality front office personnel is to the success of an organization. And the Nets were on point throughout the process.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. They get the rebound. Prince and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the pass to Jordan. Nets passing it around. Clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Irving can't hit. 76ers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Howard, the pass to Thibault. To the middle. And the dunk by Embiid.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Harden outside. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Thibault, guarded by Harden. Harris against KD. Howard in the post. Back to Harris. Passes it to Howard. Second chance effort and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Boy, there is such a punishing physicality to the game of Dwight Howard. Excellent job getting to the free throw line.
Shoot 2. That free throw, no good.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injuries.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. And that size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
9 feet out, and Simmons with the nice bucket inside.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Irving against Simmons. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, DeAndre Jordan simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Got a piece of it. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And the jam by Harden.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here is Harris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And that one, good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Pass to KD. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers trail. Here's Thibault. Left side, Harris. Over Durant. Harris misses.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Thibault. Back to Simmons. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Irving passes to Harden. That 3 off the mark. The 76ers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game up. And it's Howard finishing it off.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
It's Durant on the wing. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Simmons. And a wide open look for Irving. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
Pass to Harden. Now Jordan. Harden with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. They get it back. No good from Jordan.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Simmons up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
To the paint, here's Jordan. Good D by Embiid.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Here is Harden after the made shot from Joel Embiid. The pass to Irving, and here is Durant, guarded by Harris. No good that time.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Offensive rebound. Here's Howard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws.
Well, Dwight Howard makes his way to the free throw line. You've got to stay down on that shot fake. The defender doesn't, and he makes good use of it. You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And surely Howard not as explosive as he once was. But as you said, Doris, the presence is still there.
No doubt, Kevin. And this team doesn't need Dwight to put up 20 points. That's not what he's here for. They need rim protection, and they need him to rebound at a high level.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
At this point for Dwight Howard in his career, it's about being efficient. I mean, we know he can grab rebounds, play defense. He's just got to stay aggressive and efficient on the offensive end.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Embiid, a new 14 for the 76ers. And it's good, 2 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Nets trail by 7. Harden surveying the D. Here's Claxton. It's hauled in by the 76ers. To the inside. That's good from Howard and the assist from Simmons. And it's a 9-point Philadelphia lead.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Harden outside. Lobs it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Boy, this guy has run this play so many times. DeAndre Jordan understands how to read the defense.
Simmons. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Irving. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Irving's got 6. Philadelphia leading by 7. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. And they double up Simmons. And the dunk by Embiid.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Irving dishes to Harden. Pass to Claxton. Oh, good with the triple.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Outside, Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. Here's Howard. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Irving double team. Harden, no good.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
A nice shot by Harris.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Irving against Simmons. Pass to Harden. Here's Claxton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Embiid, the pass to Harris. Harris on the double team. Here's Howard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, because of his frame, Dwight Howard is so problematic for the defense. Gets to the foul line.
Well, a lot of players can get hot, but nobody can match Harden when he gets locked in. The way he can create space and drill shots from deep, really impossible to guard.
Free throw good, Howard. And with Harden, he not only gets hot for a game, but stays hot, Greg, for longer periods of time.
And you saw that last year with his streak of 30 and 40-point games. For weeks, he can dominate and really frustrate defenses, and there isn't anything you can do about it.
And the 76ers making a change here. Curry's checked in. Doris, you graduated as your college's all-time assist leader. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I love trying to make my teammates better. It feels great to make somebody feel good.
Here's Simmons. After the basket by Brooklyn. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And 12 points for Ben Simmons. Nets trail by 13. Harden outside. Harris outside. Feeds it to Jordan. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Harris kicks to Simmons. Back to Harris. Floats it up for Curry. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to Jordan. Shoots from the corner, and it falls over the rim and in. Jordan's got 6 points.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. 76ers lead by 11. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Best point guards, Kyrie Irving had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league is a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right here with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Milton in at the small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. First one falls for him. And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
What we know unequivocally is Spencer Dinwiddie is far more than a terrific basketball player. Let's remember, he scored 1,400 on his SATs. His mom was a professor at USC, and there's something very special about being raised in an academic environment.
Now here's Dinwiddie after the miss from Joel Embiid. And Embiid with the block. Here's Harris. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And Doris, you talk about Dinwiddie's book smarts. His parents wanted him to attend Harvard.
Yeah, he chose instead, Kevin, to attend the University of Colorado, believing the Pac-12 would be a better stepping stone to the NBA. And think about it, even now, this guy not shy about challenging authority. He will keep his coaches on their toes.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. A 12-point game. And Embiid with the block. Curry looking around. The pass to Harris. Over Irving. Harris misses.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Irving attacking. Yes, that goes in. Irving's got 8 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Dinwiddie against Curry. And it's blocked by Jordan.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Shot clock at 5. Curry dishes to Embiid. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Curry against Irving. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
And the first one at the line is good. It's interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way, they change their bodies over the course of their career.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA. Or the other side of the equation, right? A Yusuf Nurkic or a Marc Gasol who drop weight, Kevin, to enhance their quickness and their stamina. These guys are so committed.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Harris outside. Back to Dinwiddie. Fires from deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Milton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes it to Harris. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And no doubt coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And the Nets making a change here. Durant's checked in. Nets trail by 14. Outside Jordan. Irving double team. Pass to Prince. Outside KD. Now here's Dinwiddie. Clock at 6. Over Harris. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 4 points in the quarter.
Spencer Dinwiddie believes he is as good a scorer as there is in the game. You can tell he's starting to flow here.
Embiid, no good.
and his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Here's Curry. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. And it's blocked by Jordan. Irving passes to KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Woohoo! Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Harris. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Boy, phenomenal decision-making from the young guard. Spencer Dinwiddie, nicely done, putting it on time and on target.
Here's Milton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Murray finds Harris. Over Prince. Harris passes to Curry. Over Irving. And that time, also a missed shot. Nets trail by 6. Dinwiddie dishes to KD. Outside Irving. No good from outside. And so Curry will bring it up to Philadelphia. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
BA, great assessment, good report, thank you so much. And here are the 76ers now. Following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. Irving against Curry. Embiid. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And 12 points for Joel Embiid. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Dinwiddie finds Durant. Now, here is Irving. Outside Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, DJ at his very best. Leave no doubt with that dunk. Go ahead, Mr. Jordan.
Curry against Irving. Pass to Harris. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Dinwiddie. He has 6. Here's KD. Hits the front of the rim and out.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Curry, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 12-point 76ers lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And there's the pass to Prince. They get the rebound. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 12. Works for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Harris on the double team. Dinwiddie kicks to Prince. Jordan the pass to Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Irving's got 12 in the game.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
This is it to Burks. A three-pointer is right on target. Burks has got 5 points now this quarter.
Such a reliable threat from range. You think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Outside Durant. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, Kevin, the to-do list when you're trying to guard Kevin Durant is long, and he's used that added strength to power through contact.
Well, Doris, you knew that his free agency would be one of the biggest stories of the summer. Everyone tried their best to land Kevin Durant.
And even considering the injury, anyone would be willing and able to take Kevin Durant on their roster. Why? Because when he's healthy, you become an immediate contender.
Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, Katie doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates.
Now here is Harris. He's got 12. And here's Irving. And he trims the lead to single digits. 14 points for him.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
And stolen by Prince. Dinwiddie drives in. A basket good off the assist from Durant. 8 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Simmons dishes to Harris. Wants to get it to Simmons. Oh, what a dunk!
Out below!
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Dinwiddie passes to Durant. Headshot off. And the 76ers go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Harris. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And that's what you want to see. They're doing a good job getting points in the paint here in the second.
Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
There wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers. And I think it makes sense for both sides. And he fits nicely next to Embiid. What's up?
Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through the popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. When I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember very well.
Incredible.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the table.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it, Kevin. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever. I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And there's the foul against Philadelphia.
You know, the size that Spencer Dinwiddie brings to the point guard position is a problem for defenders. So good at drawing contact.
Brooklyn shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The first one falls.
And working Kevin themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And the 76ers making a change here. Green's checked in. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Irving dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. Simmons feeling it out a bit. 41 seconds left in the first half of the game. And the dunk by Embiid.
I love how Simmons sets the floor. So good at spotting his teammates for high percentage shots.
It's Durant on the wing. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Harris.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can, at times, be unstoppable.
That free throw good from Durant.
Kevin Durant is an absolute nightmare for defenses. And if you're the opposing coach and he starts to take over, you've got to be thinking, what am I going to do with this guy?
Durant nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Lobbed up there for Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Durant with it. He has 7. 12 seconds left in the first half. Just 4 to shoot. And on the way from Irving for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. 19 points for Kyrie Irving. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what did you guys do to get the lead?
Just trying to play good defense. It's tough down there, you know, but we're doing a good job of making them just shoot one shot and get out and run.
We'll see if we can keep that going in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 assist. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly. And so far, he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
Well, Embiid is one of those guys who challenges people over social media and then backs it up on the court. I used to do that without social media. Anyway, he's not just a great player. He's a hard worker who loves the game.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any game.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant and Prince make up the forward. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5, down low. Now here's Simmons following the shot by Kevin Durant. Howard's shot is good.
That is a grown man move from Dwight Howard.
Irving attacking. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
And I've got to believe that was something they talked about during the break. Get him some good looks into the paint, get into the heart of the defense. Beautiful.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
That's good from Simmons.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
Now here's Durant. Jordan finds Irving. With the floater, that drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. To Embiid. Outside for Simmons. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. The 3 from Harden. It's hauled in by Thibault. Thibault's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Up there for Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
This is a lethal combination of size and skill. Dwight Howard doing work.
Nets trail by 11. Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now here is Harris, 15 points in the game. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Durant kicks to Irving. Shot from the top of the key. Misses off the right eye. The 76ers leading by 9. Here's Thibault. And a miss there on the triple. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Pops it up for Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. They grabbed their own miss. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got 6 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Irving kicks to Harden. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Harris. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, You have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Shoot 2. Throw good, James Harden.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. And both free throws good for James Harden. Second half here, we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Thibault. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's Howard finishing it off.
His entire career, Dwight Howard has been an absolute force on the glass. Nice finish.
Irving against Simmons. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Thibault. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Harris is checked in for Taurean Prince. Nets trail by 9. Now Irving. He's got 23. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Korkmaz lays it up off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 11.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here is Harris. Jordan, the pass to Harden. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And that's 13 points for James Harden.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Here's Thibault. No points in the game yet for him. And the 76ers take on 2 more. Nets trail by 10. Jordan, high post. Kicks it to Harden. A three-pointer off the mark. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's the pass to Howard. He feeds it to Embiid. Drops in the layup for 2. And now it's a 12-point 76ers lead.
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
KD on the wing. A 3-ball. Rebound by Joel Embiid. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
Here is Harden following the basket by Dwight Howard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Here's Thibault, guarded by Harden. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Simmons got 19 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Irving kicks to KD. Shot to stop the run. The shot misses. Great D that time from Howard.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with the broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets. Nets trail by 18. Passes to Harden. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. Simmons against Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. And again, it's the Nets missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
So it's Brooklyn now. 76ers getting the bucket. Dinwiddie passes to Harris. Can they get it? And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Howard. Yep, that one goes in there. Howard's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, tremendous touch right there. Dwight Howard being aggressive and wanting to dominate inside.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. One of the stories here, Dwight Howard getting it done today.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Harden outside. Dinwiddie outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Philadelphia leading by 22. Here's Simmons. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The three from Harden. Rebound by the 76ers.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Curry passes to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Outside Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket is good.
I'll tell you, Seth Curry, when he shoots the basketball, picture-perfect release. That is so pretty.
Dinwiddie passes to KD. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him. Harden against Curry. Harden draws the double. 6 to shoot. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Dinwiddie dishes to Durant. And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Sampson's checked in. Philadelphia's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Well, good night for the defense. Dwight Howard finishes with authority.
Dinwiddie passes to Durant. 1:43 left in the third quarter. Back to Dinwiddie. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Pass to Howard. Back to Curry. And it's Dwight Howard with the finish.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pulls up from the corner, and it's good for 2. And that's 15 points for James Harden. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Thibault. He has 6. Embiid. The feed to Howard. Makes it off the glass. Howard's got 18 points now here in the second half.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Embiid comes with a double team. Puts up a 3. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Dinwiddie. 18 points for James Harden.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Howard, and he lays it straight in. Howard's got 32 points.
I mean, physical defense, but Howard just too strong.
Now, here is Harden. 18 points for him. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. We have the chance now, folks. Let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And to me, G.A., you love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Alec Burks is out there with Green. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Scott, and it's Milton in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's Green. Burks looking around, goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by Claxton.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Dinwiddie against Burks from outside the arc. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And here's Embiid. Good on the shot. Embiid's got 26 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Burks kicks to Green. The pass to Embiid. Here's Milton. Left side, Scott. Got a piece of it. Tries again.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Here's Sampson. Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. There's the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Pass to Green. Outside, Scott. Burks in the corner. And he gets the bucket.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Dinwiddie. His 3-pointers off the mark. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Here's Green. The rebound by Luwawu. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Dinwiddie outside. Down low. It's stolen by Green. And oh, here we go. Burks got it. A fast break chance. Here's Embiid. That one falls. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
Here's Luwawu. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Mark Miles, he's jacked in for Philadelphia. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Luwawu. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, good on the triple. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Here's Burks. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You can see the strength of Alec Burks. What a fighter. This guy is not going to back away from a challenge.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Harris is checked in.
Alec Burks, Kevin, continuing to develop into a dependable scorer. He's got great size for a 2-guard.
Dinwiddie up top. Burks covering. Claxton with the bucket.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Pass to Harris. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Here's Sampson. Now the pass to Claxton. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Burks, the pass to Korkmaz. Burks against Dinwiddie. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Burks against Dinwiddie. The teardrop falls in. Dinwiddie's got 19 points.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie going to that floater game. It's second nature at this point.
Green with the ball. Passes it to Burks. Here's Korkmaz. Dinwiddie covering. 5 to shoot. Harris, right side. The shot missing. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Now, Dinwiddie. Here's Karuch. Pass to Claxton. Knocked loose. Now, here's Burks. Korkmaz. Another miss by Philadelphia. For 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Inside. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, Burks has exceptional athleticism, and ooh, he flies to the cup.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Luwawu, defended by Scott. Luwawu, the pass to Claxton. It's stolen by Green. And oh, here we go. Burks got it. Fast break chance. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
You've got to stay attached to Alec Burks. What a job in transition as he takes off toward the rim.
To the left wing. Claxton, the pass to Dinwiddie. Green with the rebound. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Burks kicks to Korkmaz. Offline with his 3.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Here's Sampson. Pass to Claxton. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie.
Spencer Dinwiddie, one of those players that seems to have improved with every passing season. And his numbers back that up. This guy just keeps getting better.
Robinson's checked in for Philadelphia. Zaire Smith comes in for Alec Burks. Musa, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Smith scanning the floor. Outside, Green. for three. Rebound, Brooklyn. And there's the pass to Luau. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Robinson finds Green. Now Scott. And it's blocked. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And Luau gets it to go.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Smith dishes to Green. Passes it to Korkmaz. Back to Green. And it's denied. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Garrett Temple has checked in for the Nets. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Pass to Musa. Three-pointer. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Philadelphia has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Smith kicks to Robinson. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The offensive rebound. Trying to get something going. Here's Howard. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Howard's got 34 points.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Luau. Pass to Claxton. Green with the rebound. Philadelphia shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. The pass to Robinson. He can't get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Luau Cabarro kicks to Temple. Here's Musa, defended by Scott. The 17-footer. Misses off the left iron.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Now, here is Smith. And here is Robinson. Outside, Green. From deep. Caruch grabs the board. Here's Musa. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Out to the wing. Passes it to Temple. Pass to Claxton. And he gets it to go.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide open shooter.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Robinson left side. Howard with it. Smith outside. From deep three-point range. So it's the was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin, with Danny Green. And Danny, you know how good a shooter you are, obviously, but you have really incorporated defense into your game. Now, how important is it for you to show up at that end?
Very important. I mean, it helps the team a lot. my job really is come in, bring defense, and a lot of energy.
Well, mission accomplished for you tonight, Danny. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Clark, great guards tonight for both teams. Did you ever spend any time in the backcourt at any level when you were playing?
No, I was a ball-handling forward, Kevin, and it served me well, but I was not a guard. I was a forward that could dribble and pass fairly well.
So you were ahead of your time, because that's all we see now in the NBA, right? Guards are not always bringing the ball up.
Yeah, somebody just mentioned that to me, Kevin, that I was maybe a tad ahead of my time back in the late 70s.
So the Nets starting 5. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant in at the 3. Howard, the pass to Simmons. Clock at 6. Howard against Harden. Another shot, and it's Howard laying it in.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
We're about 1 minute into the first. And here's Harden for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Pass to Howard. Here's Thibault. Poked loose. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Here's Thibault. 5 on the clock. Out to Harris. The tray. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Brett Brown for a minute. I asked how they hope to contain Kevin Durant, one of the most effortless scorers the league has ever seen. Kevin, you can expect some double teams when KD gets the ball in its favorite spots.
All right, thank you, David. Here is Durant. After Ben Simmons' bucket, the drive by KD. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Harris's shot is good.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
Irving against Simmons. Outside Durant for the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Simmons against Irving. Here's Harris. Howard trying to free himself up. And Howard with the stuff.
To me, this is Howard's specialty. This is his bread and butter thing here. We all know this guy loves to throw it down whenever he can. And he's pretty good at it.
Now, here is Harden. Harden draws the double. Jordan kicks to Durant. Shoots over Embiid. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Thibault, the pass to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And the pass to Thibault. Lets it go from deep. That shot missing. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And here's Harden for 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in. The 76ers trailed by 3. Simmons with it. Guarded now by Prince. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Irving. 6 points for Kevin Durant.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Embiid. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Harris misses.
The shooting numbers just...
Irving attacking, kicks it out to Harden. Off target from outside. 76ers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Simmons passes to Embiid. Back to Simmons. Pass to Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's big boy strength, real big boy strength. Embiid is so good at fighting through whatever challenges the defenses present. You know, for a team like the Nets, building without top picks, player development becomes critical. I mean, the Nets have made that a key focus for their franchise, and you can see the results paying dividends now.
Here's Durant. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. Mark, you were talking about the Nets player development. Guys like Spencer Dinwiddie and Joe Harris were signed as free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, a coaching staff dedicated to taking them to the next level in terms of improvement and player development. The investment they make in their top-notch training facility, all of that focus paying off for them.
Here's Thibault. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Embiid kicks to Simmons. Can't hit that one. Good D by Jordan. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. 4-point game. For Philadelphia, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And Simmons slams it in.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Mark, you look at Ben Simmons. Is he the best Australian-born player ever?
Well, you got to remember now, Kevin, and you would know this from your research, Kyrie Irving was actually born in Australia, lived there for a couple of years, and still has dual citizenship. So I'll leave that one to the fans to debate. Irving or Simmons as the best from Australia.
Name some traits that make for a great team leader. You've been in that role. What did you like and embrace, and what have you seen from others?
Well, I think it starts with humility, a real sense of who you are and what your role is on the team as a leader, and then a really good example set. I think those qualities are essential. Humility speaks to selflessness, but also being one that holds yourself accountable too.
Brooklyn's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Irving. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Irving's got 7 points.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
And here's Embiid. And here's Harris from the arc. And it's Irving with the rebound.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter and really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Greg, that's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
And here is Harris. James Harden getting it to go from deep. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Curry's checked in for Tobias Harris. Jordan against Embiid. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, guys, it's not surprising to hear that Joel Embiid gets a lot of inspiration from Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Both came to the game late. Both represent the continent of Africa. And Embiid really kind of modeled his game after Hakeem, and that's a heck of a model.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And when he first came to America, you know, what a great story this is. Embiid's coach in Cameroon sent him a DVD of Hakeem's highlights.
And that was a good start for Embiid, and good work by you, Kevin, to dig up that factoid. Very nicely done. But you're right, Embiid said he watched that tape every day for 3 years, and you can see evidence of him watching that tape and how he plays.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job, pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Claxton. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Now here's Curry. Outside, Simmons. Fires from 14. Kept alive.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
Irving dishes to KD. Here's Claxton. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lobbed up there for Howard. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the alley-oop.
Irving against Simmons. Pass to Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Rebound by the 76ers. Simmons looking around. He feeds it to Curry. Back to Simmons. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's KD. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
The Nets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, the Brooklyn Nets last season, more than doubling their win total from 2 years prior. Great improvement. A surprise playoff team in the East for sure.
Harden hits them both. And the attendance numbers can lag behind for a breakout team, Clark. Last season, the Nets, for instance, ranked last in the NBA.
Yeah, sometimes it just takes a little bit, guys, before you catch up. The winning leading to fans. After the 2019 playoff run, I think they're going to see more people in the seats for sure.
Now here's Harden. He's got 8. Shoots over Curry. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Embiid. He's looking for Howard and finds him.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
Simmons against Irving. Harden surveying the D. The pass to Claxton. The 3 from KD. They get it back, and it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempt.
Count that bucket. And now just a 1-point Nets lead.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Passes it to Harden. Here's Claxton, guarded by Embiid. Prince misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Boy, the quickness by Simmons, breathtaking. So good at blowing by whoever's trying to stay in front of him.
And the Nets with possession here. After the Sixers pick up 2. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden. Good D by Embiid.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And Howard with the stuff.
Good shot that time by Dwight Howard. I love when he takes quality shots.
Harden outside. They need this. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights for Philadelphia. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly. And Kevin Durant talked about his teammates and the versatility this roster has.
I like our depth. I like that we can play, we can play big, we can play small. We can match up with a lot of different teams. And it's just a matter of us going out there and playing consistent basketball. It's easier said than done. But we like who we are right now. We just got to continue to keep getting better.
It's clear KD is very happy playing with this group of guys.
That's why he signed here. But you can bet Durant is going to be leading the charge.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Well, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the 76ers?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also like the attack off the bounce. I mean, they're taking the initiative here in terms of getting into the lane and forcing the defense to collapse.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Claxton in at center. Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journeys.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
And the size of the Sixers can present matchup problems for opposing teams.
Well, you think about the two critical positions, a 6'10" point guard and a 7'2" center, and both are uber talented. That's a huge advantage, a unique advantage for Philadelphia.
Good on both.
And, you know, questions for the Sixers about fit between their two young stars in Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are legitimate questions, because when young players are that talented, it sometimes is hard for them to sacrifice their own games for the good of the team.
That one good for 2. Claxton's got his second bucket.
you know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
And Simmons kicks to Howard. Simmons against Harris. And they double up Simmons. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Burks has got 5 points now this quarter. And for Simmons and Embiid, a clash of styles, too. Simmons, you know, Clark is at his best in transition.
And, you know, Embiid, guys, is more a half-court threat, attacking in the post. Long term, I think they'll figure it out, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays out between those two. Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
The shot by KD. No good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's a loud.
Oh, what a finish!
Good. And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 7 to end the run, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Philadelphia. And even after the Achilles tear for Durant in the 2019 finals, he got a huge contract after he opted out.
Most teams felt they were willing to pay him while he rehabbed for a year. That was the case as the Nets gave him a 4-year max money deal. His next chapter is underway as he changed his number to 7.
Free throw drops for KD.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Harris has checked in for Howard. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
Harris with it. Now defended by Embiid. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Harris.
You know, most think of him as a deep shooter, and that's accurate, but Harris is also not shy about doing damage closer to the rim.
Now here's Simmons, 13 points in the game. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Milton. Pass to Embiid. Tries yet again. He takes it up and plays it in. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Irving passes to Harris. To the paint. Counted, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I just love how Durant finishes over contact, not allowing the D to contain it.
Now here's Simmons. The pass to Embiid. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Here's Simmons. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Timeout called the Nets. Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much. And a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with the guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shot.
Nets trail by 10. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Harris. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Harris has got his second basket.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Passes to Burks. Back to Simmons. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge. Here's Simmons. 15 points in the game. Pass to Embiid. Back to Simmons. Pass to Milton. Knocks it loose. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Now, here is Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Bounce pass from Durant. Offensive rebound. Jordan, the pass to KD. Up again, and there's Jordan, putting it right back in.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Burks kicks to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid dishes to Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. But they'll get another chance. A nice shot by Embiid. Embiid's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Durant, and stolen by Harris. Here's Burks. Banked in off the glass. And now an 8-point 76ers lead.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Irving finds Jordan. Now the pass to Durant. Lobs it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Passes it to Simmons. Back to Burks. Embiid against Irving. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and he's good on the 3-ball. Harris has got 5 now.
You know, the mindset Harris has is one that allows him to be ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands. Catch and fire.
Pass to Irving. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Harris.
You know, he hasn't made any threes this quarter after sinking just the 1 in the first.
Here's the hook. Rebounded by the Nets.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And now the 76ers on the break. Burks leading the charge. And that one drops for him. 9 points in the game so far.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
On the wing, Harris. Jordan, the pass to Dinwiddie. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
How about the year Spencer Dinwiddie was having last season? He was a candidate for most improved and 6th man of the year, then ended up tearing ligaments in his thumb, which cost him a month. But I still think he had a breakout season and more to come.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. And Clark, you were talking about the injuries for Dinwiddie going into the 2014 draft. A torn ACL caused his drafting stock to slip.
I loved him in college, Kevin. At Colorado, I thought he was outstanding, and he actually had been talked about as a lottery pick. He ended up falling to the second round, and he's showing you he was worthy of being a lottery pick back when he was drafted.
Now here's Dinwiddie. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound, Nets. Here's KD, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
That's good from Durant.
And Durant finally captured that elusive first championship in 17 and the finals MVP trophy to boot. An effortless scorer who has also made great strides defensively.
Durant nails both of them.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Green's checked in. Irving against Burks. Irving double team. Harris passes to Durant. Nets passing it around.
And, you know, guys, we've talked about Dinwiddie's height before. Boy, he does a good job using that height with these strong finishes.
Pass to Milton. Back to Burks. Embiid inside, guarded by Harris, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, guys, it's crazy to think that Joel Embiid once considered quitting the game. I mean, his first practice at Kansas, a senior dunked on him so hard he went to the coach and said, maybe I should get out of this stuff. Luckily, the coach talked him down, and now we see one of the best in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And some real adversity for Joel Embiid after leaving Kansas. Foot injuries costing him the first 2 years, Clark, of his career. And then, back in Cameroon, the tragic passing of his beloved brother.
Yeah, that's a hard road to hoe, and adversity oftentimes, while painful, can steel us for the outcomes. And, you know, Embiid really driven by his goal to inspire others in Africa to make a better life, and that drove him to be where he is now.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Now, here's Burks. He's got 9. 6 to shoot. There's the pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Nets trail by 4. Irving with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. No good from Durant.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Curry against Irving. And Embiid throws it down.
You know, we've got used to seeing this from Joel Embiid, a lethal offensive player who can get hot fast.
Dinwiddie against Burks. Passes to Prince. To the middle. Here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is. And he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Harris misses.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Down low, Prince. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now here is Harris. 5 points in the game. Curry on the wing. Goodbye, KD. That one drops for him. 20 points for Joel Embiid.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Irving. Again, the Nets for 2.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is impressive. He has wonderful form with that shot.
Irving against Curry. 23 seconds left here in the second. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. .15 seconds left to play here in the half. Left side Irving. He nails it, and we're tied up. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Outside Curry. Gets it off. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what has your approach been so far tonight?
Just trying to play with a lot of energy. I'll do the best I can on the defensive end to help my teammates out. Post hard.
Dwight, thanks. Good luck in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 20 points, 2 assists, and 9 rebounds. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, they're putting bodies on people. If you just look at the rebounding numbers, you can tell that they've been putting their body on and being more physical than the other team. Now, that fact looms large on both sides, and that's going to be the difference in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams around the 3, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens. Running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Tobias Harris. Embiid is out there with Howard. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the shooting guard position.
And a great front office in Brooklyn. General Manager Sean Marks taking over in 2016, and he just signed an extension.
And you know, guys, that San Antonio tree has some great branches on it all over the league, and he's one of them. I mean, he's been a player, a coach, has worked in the front office. Marks understands all sides of the basketball business.
Here is Harden. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Pass to Durant over Howard, and KD the bucket on the assist by Irving. 17 points for Kevin Durant.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Here's Thibault. And it's James Harden with the rebound. For the lead. A shot off that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Pass to Thibault. Three-pointer. Another three for Philadelphia.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. A floater. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from James Harden.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Outside Irving. Harden outside. Nets with a new shot clock. 76ers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. 8 feet away, and that one's good. Thibault. Thibault's got 7 points in the game. Nets trail by 3. And there's the pass to Harden. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
One of the hardest and trickiest covers in the league. Harden, not just a superb scorer, but also an amazing passer, which really makes him really hard to guard.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Harden.
Boy, the Sixers have come a long way in a short period of time. I mean, 2 years after finishing as the 4th worst team in the league, guys, they came within a few points of making the Eastern Conference Finals.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And the Sixers team has championship aspirations. Clark, can they make it out of the East, you think?
Yeah, I think this Sixers team, guys, is very much capable of being an Eastern Conference champion. I mean, we forget about all the midseason trades they had.